Good morning, I guess afternoon for some of you on this Sunday morning for me, because it's technically 11 a.m. here. I know in other places in the world, it is more of an afternoon. So here we are. We are going to cross our fingers because I'm not going to go into it because I've gone into it in the last two videos, and quite frankly, I'm quite sick of it. But we are going to hopefully make it through this live session and pay for play without any interruptions or the channel being struck, I think it would be, receive a strike or take down the live, because it seems we have an issue with YouTube lately, the last week and a half, where anytime a song has any form of copyright, the video gets blocked or something like that. So been trying to fool around with it. As you guys can see, there's one pay for play that we are going to be coming up at 2 o'clock, which, by the way, remember, 2 o'clock today is going to be a premiere of another Hodgepodge. So we're doing a Hodgepodge now, and then the premiere that I recorded yesterday is going to come on at 2. Okay, so we've got a bunch of songs today for you to listen to, basically 5 now and then 5 then. One of the 5 of the Hodgepodge in the afternoon at 2 o'clock was the one that is already on there on the channel. It's called Manacora. It was a King of Absurd or something like that, which Colin gave to us. I would upload the video and it would just get blocked because of that one. I guess maybe because they're in Denmark and Denmark company or whatever is blocking it or something. I don't know, but I tried it over and over again. I turned the music down so it wasn't as loud, because what's weird about that, if you go, well, you won't be able to listen to it. If you listen to the Hodgepodge, what's funny about it is I always play the song, listen to it, react, and then after I talk about the song for a good 2 minutes or so. And what's funny about it is the song is getting blocked for me listening to it, but it's not getting blocked when I do the 3-minute reaction, which every time I do the reaction afterwards and talk about the song, I always have the song playing underneath what I'm saying. So the song is playing again, but that doesn't get blocked, that part, which is so weird, but the actual song of me reacting gets blocked. Maybe it's because the whole song is being played versus only playing like 3 minutes of it. It's the weirdest thing. So anyway, that individual song you can already see because I was fooling around with it and I finally uploaded it and it didn't get blocked when I did it individually. So I don't understand. So that being said, we're going to try to make it through this. If it does get blocked and it does get taken down, well, then I'll just have to figure out what the heck we're going to do. So at least the one at 2 o'clock at the moment is public and it's going to be premiered. But like last week, that same thing happened. I had uploaded it and for 2 days it was fine. And then all of a sudden it just got blocked like 2 minutes before the actual premiere started. So that could happen again. I'll try to figure out what to do if that situation happens. But regardless, today in the 5 songs we're going to do now, I'm kind of excited because we have the good blend. I've told you guys about this in the past. I like a blend of new music that I haven't heard before, new bands, with some old bands and some bands that we're kind of been recently getting into. I like when there's that mix. And today in this Hodgepodge is exactly that kind of mix. We have a couple new bands that I haven't heard before. We have a few bands that I've just kind of recently been introduced to that I'm starting to like and I like. And then we have one that I've been waiting for to get back into for a long, long time, and it's a banger. So I'm excited about it. But up first for this Hodgepodge, we have, I think it's, one second, Colin. Yeah, Colin is giving us Adagio, I think it's an Adagio song, and it's called Next Profundus. Profundus. Adagio song Next Profundus. So here we go. Let's see what, I've never heard this band that I know of, so we're going to find out really soon what I think about them. Are you ready, Colin? And here we go. Adagio, Underworld. like the piano. It's not a typical progressive run. It's almost funky a little bit, or at least at the beginning. Okay, we're into classical. Adagio. I like classical at times. Yeah, this does sound very similar to Symphony X a little bit. Poor Sasha loves it. I'm double bassing it under the table. I can't do that, so too fast. I do like that mix of the classical piano with the heavier riff. Yes.
As abstract as it might be, I see myself lying in the underworld. Nothing seems real to me, but still I know my shadow's watching me.
See, that is a good run, and I feel like it's unique, but it fits. I like that pinch harmonic. Ex profundus. What's profundus mean? Profound? Nice. Oh, I like this part.
Man is something that shall be overcome. What have you done?
I feel like the engineering sound is kind of old, very old, very old.
Something beyond themselves. And do you want to be the ebb of this great flood?
Like this feel.
And even go back to the beast? Rather than overcome man?
Man. Ooh, I like this part. I like this, like, feel. It keeps stopping and starting a lot. Don't know if I prefer that. I mean, I guess it's very similar to classical, where you have, like, different modes and changes. I like that. hear this guitar. Like that riff behind. Don't like that. See, that's like the one John Petrucci lick that I don't like. That kind of stuff. Like that drum. That drum is sick. Nice fill. Yeah. I mean, it's sick. It's fast. It's great, but it's not very musical to me. Adrian. Yeah, there's just, I feel like I'm listening to Halloween. Ooh, I like that ending. All right, so yeah, interesting start to this pay for play. Definitely more old school, as people said, definitely more on the neoclassical side. I did like the piano like mix with the heavy riffs. I do like the idea of that. I would say though overall the song didn't really stick with me. It definitely wouldn't be something that I would be like, I want to go listen to that again. But I could appreciate for what it is, and I'd be interested why, Colin, you picked this, because obviously I know you like this kind of stuff along with Sasha. I think maybe before we do live streams, maybe you and Sasha should like team up and talk about what you guys are going to pick. Although Sasha never pays for play, so yeah, maybe he can influence you, Colin, since you do. But yeah, it's definitely leaning on the side of the kind of stuff I wouldn't prefer. But I do appreciate like the classical piano mixed with like the heavy riffs. But I will say, like, as far as the song structure is concerned, it seemed like it kind of like just stop. I kept saying it stops too much. But again, I understand the point of why it would stop too much, but it's just not my thing that I like when things just stop and then go into a new section. Stop, go into a new section too much. Like if it does it a couple times, obviously it's fine. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. Thanks, Colin. Obviously, I love, Colin, the stuff that you pick. So it, opens my horizons to different things. So that's exactly what I want on this freaking channel. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. This next one's by Adam Fisher. And I don't know how many of you guys have heard this group, but we will find out. So by the way, before we go into the next one, make sure that you guys tell me again if the balance between the music and my voice, my reaction is balanced. If it's good, or if it's like something's low or too high, let me know, because I think I've got it to where it's a good mix, but you never know with the way things work on live entertainment. So here we go for the next song with Adam Fisher, bringing it to you. Here we go. We all know Soen, right? What's his voice sound like? This voice sounds very interesting. And I know I've heard this before, but is this the same singer? Because it's almost got a Riverside sound to it, the voice. Love this right here. Great chorus here. I feel like I'm at worship. This is a superb chorus. Great chords. Sasha's definitely not going to like this. Back to the verse, see? Good song structure. Like nice that bass tone sounds very farty. Sounds like a fart. This very much reminds me of Riverside. I like that in the background, the guitar. Clean. I like that low tom on the last beat. Ooh. See, this is a good switch. Right back into the beautiful. Yes. See how it climbs, people? Crescendos. Love this stuff. Where's it gonna go? Nice, good switch, good transition there. Adam, good pick, Adam, good pick. Yes. See, it's a good mix of melodic and heavy. Best of both worlds. Yeah. Yes. Beautifully put together. Beautifully put together. Dude, this is one of my favorite songs the last month. This might make me cry. Oh, I started getting welled up there. Great ending too. A plus. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Wow. I mean, if you guys haven't already figured it out after the months of doing this, man, I just love the mix of a melodic and heavy together to create a sense of euphoric emotion that's uplifting and heavenly. And that song accomplished that. Oh, that was like an unexpected breath of fresh air. And I don't mean that in context of the other songs. I just mean like that was just like an unexpected emotional moment for me. That was great. And that happens sometimes on this channel, specifically with Caligula's Horse, but it's nice when it happens in other areas as well. So I'm definitely happy about that. Yes, that's the second or third time we've heard Soen. I can't remember if it's 3 or 2, but oh man, that was, yeah, that'll be definitely going on the playlist in the ballads section. Because it's more of a ballady kind of section, more of like that Lifting Shadows Off a Dream, because like Lifting Shadows Off a Dream has the heavy, but it's got that like hook of like melodic that's just grabs the emotions for me. So good job, Adam. Up next, let's see who we have up next. We have, the Frenchman, Jean-Francois, I think is how you say it. Still have not corrected me on that, so if I'm saying your name wrong, you need to, because I'm terrible with French. But I said at the beginning of this live session that we're going to get back to someone that I've wanted to get back to for a while, and is usually hit or miss. And if it's in the like melodic side of it, it's definitely a hit. And if it's like in the weird, crazy side, it's usually a miss. And this is going to be Devin Townsend's Storm Bending. I've seen this requested a few times, actually quite a bit by like other Devin fans, which I haven't done Devin in a while, and I said I wanted to get back to him. I suspect I've lost a lot of followers, of subscribers, because I haven't done Devin a lot, because they were a big part of my subscribers. And my subscribers have gone down quite a bit, like almost to the 100. Maybe a lot of them are them and Nightwish people. So here we go with Storm Bending. I'm very interested to see if this is going to be the quirky side of Devin, or if this is going to be like the beautiful melodic side of Devin. So here we go. Heavy sound, Devin. Obvious this came out of a song before it. Like that. It's definitely so far the kind of Devin I like. I like that bass part. Yes. Yes. This is the Devin I like. Yeah, sorry, Jeff. I chose it because I'm just having too many problems with YouTube recently. Yes. Yeah, this reminds me of Failure, which he said in the... Yes, it's got that Failure feel, that section. Nice. Hear that? Ooh. Drums are tight. Good. Slow down there. This is the Devin I love. Rainy days. Beautiful. Yes. That straight like 8 really drives it. Yes. 3 and 4 and yes. 3 and 4 and yes. Yes. It's like church. Nice little beautiful ending there. All right, so I felt like we just went from one beautiful heavenly melodic sound to an even more full heavenly melodic sound. Like Devin, I've said this many times, one of the reasons I like him is his ability to just create this wall of sound that he does. And I'm just gonna say that, like, when I think of amazing singers, Sir Russell comes to mind as number one as far as in this kind of style, heavier music, whatever, progressive. And then of course Devin. I mean, Devin's voice is just, I've said this on many occasions listening to Devin, if he was not singing and it wasn't his voice, I'm not even gonna say half, I would say most of his songs would be not that great. They'd be kind of eh. But his voice just adds so much to the song that it just puts it as why Devin is popular. I mean, his voice is just immense. And to have it with the full sound behind him, heavenly chords, driving feels, that's what makes a great song. So that's going to check a box for me. That's definitely going on a playlist for me. So Jeff, we're going to call you Jeff. Nice job. I still would be interested, I don't know if there's some way to get some audio to hear how to pronunciate your name correctly, because I want to know. Because, you know, when it comes to those French names like Jean-Luc, that kind of stuff, like, I want to be able to do it even though, because I think it reminds me of that saying in The Matrix 2 when he goes to the Merovingian, and the Merovingian's like, you know, French is like such a beautiful language, and he's in the Merovingian says like, especially to curse with. He's like, it's like wiping your ass with silk. It's like totally true. It's like something about, you know, how you say it and how it's pronunciated sounds great. Yeah, I do think French pronunciation is difficult for an American anyway. All right, so good job on that one. I'm totally impressed, totally happy about that. Let's see who's up next. We have 2 more songs on the list for you guys. Let me get to this. This thing is always slow every time it logs me out. All right, so up next we have Mr. Adrian Widener, who is joining us today again. The last 2 songs are from Adrian, and so the first song, oh yes, the first song is Aviations, which I'm pretty sure Outlier is the other one that I've heard by these guys. That song, talking about feels in building, especially at the beginning. I remember saying when I first listened to Outlier that the beginning, or there's a middle part that went into this really like Meshuggah-ish part that I don't, at the time, didn't think fit, and I still don't think it really fits, and it could be done away with. It is cooler than it was the first time I heard it. But that song, I love that Outlier song. So I think this is the same band. Is that correct, Adrian? Yeah, I think it's the same band. So this is going to be called Captain No Beard. So let's see if it's the same band. Is it the same band? You got to tell me, Adrian, if it's the same band. So anyway, this one is going to be Aviations, and this is the 4th song. So let's see, Adrian, how are you going to do this time? Aiko Aiko one day. Aiko Aiko one day. That's what it sounds like. Okay, same band. Definitely a different sound, which I like. My flag boy says your flag boy. Aiko Aiko one day. Good hook there. Dang. He's got a really good voice. It sounds a little too chaotic here. Okay, that first part was a little weird. I like this funkiest feel. Ooh, dun, 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 dun. Ooh, that. Okay, I like that part a little bit better. That was great. Into this transition to this next part. Yeah, this is very crazy right now. Okay. Yeah, I like when it's more like, I feel like it's a little too crazy. This part's cool. Sounds almost like Polyphia. Okay, I was like, can we just settle down a little bit? That's what I was feeling. Can we just relax? Like this part. No, stay. This really sounds like Polyphia. The singing. Stops. Okay. The two slow melodic parts like this have been my favorite parts. Everything else has been too crazy. Ooh, I like that. Whoa. I've liked all the melodic parts. And the other part's too crazy for me. No, I have not. I don't know what Dirty Loops is. It's okay. This part's cool. Not too much going on. Got a guitar solo here. Nice. Technical and melodic. That was a good run to end that. That was a great run. Well-written solo there. Ooh, bam, dum, bam, dum, dum. Okay, so yeah, I like that song kind of divided the chat. And I would say my take on it is, I saw a couple people kind of say this, but what I felt during it was, if this was an instrumental, it would have been more connecting. But I think the fact that it was trying to add like vocals, it was like trying to push together two separated things. That's what it felt like. It was like if they would have either gone like vocal or like mainly instrumental, I would have understood it more. And I'll say this, I'm the type of person, I'm definitely a type A personality. I like order, I don't like chaos. But I like a mixture, just like in the music, I like a mixture of both chaos and order. So I think a really good song is when you have a little bit of chaos along with the order, like a story. It tells a story. If you think about a story in the way most stories are told, actually all stories are told, you have like order, and then you have disorder, which are the conflicts, and then you have like a pinnacle or a climax to that conflict, and then it kind of resolves itself. I think that's a natural, innate part of storytelling, which is an innate part of humanity. So I think with music, which is a story, you gotta have that balance, or I think it just misses for the most part. Unless it's, again, I kind of liken it to like the kind of art, like painting and stuff. A little bit of chaos is good along with like the conjunction of order, but we like every once in a while it's cool to have a completely chaotic feel, like where you just like take paint and throw it onto a canvas. But like that for like several paintings just gets lost in monotony. Even though it's chaotic and different, it becomes monotonous and repetitive, if that makes sense. So I think this was a little too chaotic for me. Now again, other people liked it, but for me it was kind of like a too chaotic, being trying to push with a little bit of order, which was the singing. And it didn't complete the part where it settled down for maybe 30 seconds. There's like a couple parts. Those were my favorite parts of the song. So definitely not as good as their first song by them. But I'll have to give this more a listen, and maybe, I'll understand it more. But in a first listen, the way it jumps out is there's nothing really to grab onto. So maybe as a second or third listen, there's more to grab onto because I've heard it and I'm not so shocked by it, if that makes sense. All right, so Adrian, you have one more, and this is the last song that we have for today's live session. And this is by a band that so far is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And that is VOLA. I have not heard a single song by these guys that I haven't not only liked, but loved. I've loved every single song by these guys. So let's see if they can keep running. I mean, I just think it's impossible for a band to have a perfect record. Like, you're eventually going to have some songs that are just okay or not great. So this one's called Straight Lines. Straight Lines. He says it's the third single from 24 Light Years, which I love 24 Light Years, and Head Mounted Sideways. So both those songs I freaking love to death. And they're very unique from each other. So we'll see where Straight Lines fits in. Adrian, you probably can't go wrong with VOLA, so we're going to see how it goes. All right, let's go on the fifth one. Straight Lines. It's got that same feeling as Head Mounted Sideways. Nice, I got some lyrics now. Kind of boring with the way it's being delivered, but it's rhyming. Pretty repetitive at this point. Okay. It took a minute 45 to get to this point, but like it. Yes. Oh, see you later, Colin. Sorry, I just saw this. This is very kind of droning. Like this. You hear that beep? I like this part. The effects on the voice. Yes. Yes. I'd say the first minute and a half was a little droning, but since then it's been good. Oh. Yeah, I like this ending. All right, so yeah, I would say, and maybe it'll be different when I listen to it again, but the first minute and a half was just kind of like, okay, kind of got me bored a little bit, but I would say the rest of the song was definitely right up the alley of VOLA. So it is probably my least favorite of the songs we've listened to by them, and I would call it a pretty good song. I wouldn't call it a really good song, which I feel like the other ones are really good songs. This was just a good song. Yes, Jeff agrees. So I think it was a good song. It probably will go on a playlist after I listen to it again. I gotta listen to it again because I liked everything from a minute and a half on. The first minute and a half took me a bit to get into it, but maybe that's just because of the time that we're listening to it and my expectations going into it. So I'm happy to say that at least at this point, it's still reading excellent condition on this live stream. So that means it didn't get blocked. That doesn't mean it won't get blocked though, because I remember a live stream that I did a week ago. It was like fine through the live stream, and then like a day later it got blocked. So it might be blocked later for people to see later. So maybe you guys will, just like the LTE got blocked, but during it, for most of it, it didn't get blocked. We'll see what happens with that. But yes, remember at 2 o'clock there will be another premiere. I will try to be here, and we can watch that one together. So far it's not blocked. And